Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
Then we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Antea, we need to go. I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. It's cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be alright?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McCraith.
But
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
were you really about to banish Charles?
Charles would have done the same for your ghost or mine.
I hope he'd have at least hesitated. Charles was a good man, full of love.
Banishing his ghost wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been right. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too. A sin puts a gentler end to it.
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
You'll not escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't, eh?
You're a scruffy-headed lout, Red McWraith, and I will never let you go. Over my dead body, mister.
Thought I was meant to be the soft-hearted one.
You are.
I think Charles was right. This thing in the meeting house could be what did he call it? A nightmare?
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers. We'll see tomorrow. Now, to sleep. This was a dreadful day.
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Aye, poor Esther. Antea, she took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
3 blind mice, see how they run, see how they...
Antea?
Blind. All blind. Oh, Red, can't you see? We never stood a chance.
Antea, you hurt? Where are you? I'm here, my love. What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself.
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hell's balls. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
No. Antea! Where's Antea? If you laid a finger on her...
You'll what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only retribution.
Give him back!
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your marrow, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak. Will you come to her aid now when all is lost?
God, what is happening? What? Antea? This isn't happening. This can't be happening. Right here. My love. Right here. Please, you. No!
I have you.
You have me. You seem weak. You need rest.
I feel hollow. Do not be troubled.
How could I not be? To have lost you and found you like this. And you're hungry.
That's one way to say it. Yes.
What can I do?
Charles's Bible. The tie that bound his ghost. Some essence remains upon it. For now, it will do me. I needed this. I feel better.
Look at you. At us.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back. Truly.
The living should not truck with the dead. I've known that since childhood. I learned the hard way.
You never told me this. What happened?
It was a lifetime ago. For now, it doesn't matter.
How are you feeling?
Awful.
And with a few more words?
Angry, frustrated, useless. We should talk about what happened. After the meeting house, I mean.
What do you remember from after you died?
I remember the suddenness of my death.
I remember nothing but...
After that, a nothingness. Timeless, lost. And then I heard you. You spoke my name. I searched for a way back.
I woke up in a cave. Been rescued by a young woman named Seeker. A witch's apprentice. She was proud to tell me that. Her mistress had sent her to take care of me.
Witches rarely show themselves. Intriguing that one would help us.
I think we should go back to New Eden Town.
I agree. free me, I believe we must reclaim my body. I refuse to be this way. I'll not abide it.
I'm so sorry, my love. How can I help?
I'm a ghost. You're a banisher.
I'll not banish you. I cannot, Antea. So you die. You can't ask that of me.
If that's what I wanted, you'd have no choice.
But you don't wish it, do you?
Not before I've had my revenge. Not before I've seen the nightmare defeated. By you and me both.
In the schoolhouse, he joked about bringing me back to life. Is that possible?
Yes. The ritual of lesser palingenesis. It's extremely difficult. Highly dangerous.
I could try, right? You'd teach me and I'd bring you back.
Red. It's an ancient ritual. It requires power. It consumes essence in large quantities. We're talking about human sacrifice. Murder.
Just maybe we could consider it. I mean, if there's the slightest chance I could bring you back, I'd take it.
It's a dark ritual, Red. It's tempting, and that's dangerous. To think of being back in your arms. I'm tempted too.
Could I give you your assent?
That would be the simplest solution, but not the easiest.
Why?
My body is my tie, and the nightmare still holds it.
In the meeting house, but before she let me fall, I swear she dared me to come back.
She's as devious as she is powerful. She won't just hand it over.
Then what shall we do?
If we are to return to New Eden Town, we must first learn more about our enemy.
Charles said nightmares don't appear without good reason.
Yes, we have a mystery to solve. Witches to meet, people to find, and questions to ask. And then you'll help me go, one way or another.
I will. I swear it, my love.
Rest. You need it. I'll stay close.
Oh, there to you, Jacob.
Mr. McCraith, sir?
I'm sorry, Jacob, we must talk. Something has happened to Benedict.
What? Where is he? What happened?
Come on now, Jacob.
If something's happened to Ben, say so. Where is he?
Day after day, you woke hungry from your nightmares. You tried to escape and failed many times until you broke. You killed your friend, Jacob.
What? No. No, that's not what happened. Leave me be.
Aye. That's what you said to Benedict before you pushed him off the cliff. But that's not all, is it? You killed Benedict, then you ate him. You were starving to death, yes, but you made your choice.
You're not real. You're not real. You're a monster.
Benedict lingers. End his suffering. Face the truth.
I failed him. I failed Benedict. I was so angry, so angry. He kept pushing me. We argued, and I couldn't think. When I saw him lying there on the ground, lifeless, the whispers said, it was him or me, him or me. I would have died. I should have died. For my sins, I deserve no better. I failed God. I failed my friend. I'm a monster. I deserve no mercy.
No. You're just a sinner, begging for help. We both faced a choice, simple and awful, to kill or to die. You struck first, and here we are.
Do you forgive me?
Our fates are in the hands of others now.
Yes. Banisher, do your job.
If you're to come back, if we're to use the ritual we spoke of, this is when it starts.
Red, if we take one step along that path...
Jacob is ready to die.
The others won't be. We'll tell lies. We'll harvest the essence of the living.
I'll shoulder the blame. As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. Do we kill to be together again?
Or do we part forever?
We must decide now. Jacob Lind, you believe you merit no mercy, but your suffering must have an ending. You murdered your friend, the man you called your brother. You fed on him. Then you denied your part in his ending and bound his spirit to this realm. You can never right this wrong. But the truth and your death will ease his suffering. There can be no half measures here.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Benedict, my friend, forgive me. I took the life of a man I loved and ate his flesh. This I deserve.
It's done. You may feed on his essence. I think I need a moment.
You can rest inside. That man killed and ate his friend.
When I was a soldier, I heard many stories of those besieged eating their own. Some were true.
Famine is a ferocious master. Jacob was hungry.
Yeah, just like you.
Just like me.
I never thought I'd blame anyone. I've not killed since I quit the army. I swore I'd never kill again.
It's not too late to change our minds.
We made the right choice. And we made it together. No turning back.
Then, So I may have my resurrection. We'll steal human essence. We'll kill people for our own ends. Living, breathing people. We'll be banishers no longer.
Right. That's that settled.
Thank you. I hope you've no regrets. Soon I'll reclaim my life.
We'll pay the highest of prices.
We Banishers may call it blaming, but our hearts will know we're taking lives.
How many?
I don't know. Perhaps too many to ask of you. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
I want it too. With the whole of my heart. No price too high. I will do it. By my oath, I swear it, my love. I'll see you back from the dead. Those balls.
Are you all right?
I'll be better right side up. What happened?
Rope trap. Jacob Lind mentioned a hunter's camp. It may be close. Something's there.
Something alive.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Who are you and where did you spring from?
I've come from New Eden Town.
That's a very long way from here, sir. Who are you?
My name's Red McCraith. I work for the selectmen of New Eden Town. I'm a banisher.
Didn't you and the other one die in the meeting house?
I fell in the water and the tide took me. I survived. Up to now, anyway.
I've never seen a banisher before. I expected more.
Could I please continue this conversation with my feet on the ground? Easy now.
Stop your jiggling. Hold still, I said.
You try holding still when some lassie's shooting at you.
In that case, Banishing, you may escape the trap yourself.
Wait, what? No, come on!
Our camp lies downhill. I'll wait for you there.
Come back here! Shite! I don't suppose you can help me, can you?
That was entertaining.
It's good to see you smile.
Wait. Something's there.
Something alive.
No. bone walker. Shite!
You can do it.
How?
Please.
Mr. McCrae, my man came back and I hear I've you to thank for it.
Don't celebrate just yet. I know the truth. Your secret is out. I don't know who you are, sir, but you're not Fortune Heaton.
Don't be daft.
Haskell hired the Puritan master blacksmith, Fortune Heaton. You're none of those things. You're not him.
What do you want?
I'd like your side of the story, madam.
Very well.
What? No. How do we know we can trust him?
We don't. But we must take the chance. It's time.
When you demanded a divorce, your husband threatened you. Was that the first time?
It was the first time I'd asked for a divorce. It was not the first time he had raised his hands to me. I loved my husband once. I thought he understood me. But Fortune was an angry man. He was angry, and I was in his line of sight. No matter who or what had upset him, the full force of his anger would fall on me. Always on me.
How did you two meet?
Funny story. Best you tell it, Nelly.
On the crossing, Fortune was sick. He stayed below deck. When the weather allowed, I would take the air. One night, a voice came from the shadows. I should have run, but something in his tone told me he was kind. I was right. He is as kind can be. We became friends. Dearest friends.
Companions in murder.
On the crossing from England, something happened. What was it?
I'd had peace and quiet for weeks since we'd been aboard. Fortune was too sick to do anything. I even made a friend. I thought to myself, maybe this new beginning will be good for us. Maybe he'll change. Before we left, I'd sworn he'd never lift a hand to me again. Well, guess what?
We didn't plan on killing him. I swear on it.
Do you regret it? Do you regret any of it?
What would be the point? And if I did, what would be the point of telling you about it? I'd have escaped him in the end, but I'd have had to die to do it. I only killed him so he wouldn't kill me. The blame is on him, sir, not me.
You're not Fortune Heaton. So, who are you?
I am. To hell with it. You're right, I'm no blacksmith. I, sir, am the fugitive thief Arthur Carty.
But a good man. A repentant, hard-working man.
If I am those things, it's because you've shown me it's all right. I'm doing my best to make a better life. Really, I am.
What were you running from?
Just the legal consequences of my illegal life.
You sent me to find your husband, Mrs. Heaton. Find him I did. Your husband's corpse rots on the ocean floor, and his ghost has followed you here.
I rid myself of him once. What shall it take to do it a second time?
Nelly Keaton, you murdered your husband to find freedom, but instead unleashed his vengeful ghost upon you and the man who stole his name.
Where is the justice in this?
I'm not here to bring justice. I'm here to end a haunting.
What claim have you on me? You're no better than Fortune Heaton. A pox on you. A pox on men and their cowardice.
Yeah. A pox on us all.
Beneath the tyranny of bad men, I lived. By it, I now die.
No, 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 no! My friend! My dear friend! Away with you! Get out of my sight! Murderer! Out!
Don't play with me, Banisher. Now tell me the truth.
I can tell you the truth, but can you accept it? You rarely sleep. You wake exhausted, you feel drained, but blame it on the grief of your loss and the fear of your exposure.
What do you know of me and my life?
I know you're a spy, and I know your husband loved you very much. He found your cipher. His ghost writes upon your walls.
There is no ghost here. What are you up to?
I'm doing my job, nothing more. Your husband haunts you. I'm here to help you both. He thought I was a threat to you. He tried to chase me away. He loves you very much, which is why he won't leave you alone.
Is he here? Is Thomas here?
He is. He wants you away from New Eden, away from danger.
I have work here. Important work.
Your king doesn't give two shites for New Eden. The war is elsewhere and will go on with or without you. Prudence, Thomas, it's time. Thomas wishes you to live true. Far from New Eden, far from the English. After he died, he stuck around, trying to get you to change your ways. But you did not listen.
I did what I had to do. They may call it treason. I call it loyalty.
Then I hope you understand what I must now do.
Nous jouons tous un rôle, mais le tien, Banishers, est de loin le plus perfide.
Kate came by. Thickskin is back and wants to see you.
she not wake me?
Perhaps she resented playing the messenger. Perhaps she just wanted to make you late. She was vexed. Thickskin return has upset her.
Kate reminds me of my sister.
Aoife.
Clan MacRaith's little Spitfire. Always at my heels. Or giving father's guards all kinds of hell. She was a wee thing, but strong. And we big men in armour didn't scare her. She had more brains than I, and more wild too. In sparring, she'd beat me handy. She would have made a fine swordswoman, had she grown.
Someday I'd like to meet my brother and sister.
I'm sorry. You're what?
Twins. By my mother's letters, they must be 8 years old.
You never told me this.
You never asked.
I'd no idea you got letters from home.
My mother writes once a year. The letters take months to find me, if they find me at all. Until now, I've given it little thought.
What are their names? What? I'm interested, that's all.
You're bothersome. Ayomide is my sister. Tammy is my brother.
3 Duarte children walk the world. God help us.
Good boy. Now that you can count to 3, we can move on to 4.
I hope the twins have more charm than you do.
A target for your new toy. 10 guineas says you can't shoot as sweetly as you talk.
I shoot just fine, thank you very much.
You were lucky.
I am lucky. I'm also a phenomenal marksman. Both of these things are true. It named its betrayer. Not Thickskin. Kate.
It spoke her name with just one voice. Her voice. The voice of the nightmare.
You're certain?
To the core of me. Within this creature lurks some part of my killer.
Thickskin and Kate both accused. Is anyone in these damn woods innocent?
Then it were real. This beast. How did I miss you on my travels through the woods?
Because it did not want you. It wants your sister.
Stay, Scotchman. I can use you.
You gave them dog whistles. You sent them to die.
Those with metal would have reached camp, and I'd have used them too. Those who died won't need feeding.
The weak die that the strong may live.
You tricked them.
I tested them. This be the way of it. This be the way of the world.
We have a hidden watcher. The sister.
Kate? Show yourself.
What? You're unarmed! Get yourself back to camp!
All these long years. All these long years, I wish to be like you. To be as tough as you. If I was stalwart like my sister, I thought, I'd have saved her. I'd have saved the woman I love. I wish to be like you. And I see it now. I was just like you. Cold, selfish, afeard of my own heart. And the woman I love died for it. So many dead. You killed them, as I killed Deborah. Look at us, we have no mettle at all.
Everything I did so that you could live. You're my sister. I love you.
Would you love me if I was weak? Or would you leave me too, to the wolves?
How dare you even think it? Oh!
I dare because I care.
Enough! I've done your hot work. I banished the monster you swore didn't exist, and now I know the truth. I know what you did.
I made the hard choice. Do you think it pleased me? Do you think it were easy?
Would saving them have been so much harder? You abandoned them because it was the easy thing to do.
Easy? Look about you. Nothing here is easy, not even for the strong. The weak have no chance at all. No, it's best they die quick that the rest may live. Them wolves did us all a service.
Better some dead by fang than all dead by famine. That makes a grim kind of sense.
The beast spoke with many voices. One I had heard before. The voice from the chapel. Antea's killer. It charged you, Kate, with betrayal.
What? I don't... This thing can have naught to do with me. I betrayed no one. I knew not of my sister's plan, else I'd have stopped it.
She's telling the truth, but so was the beast. It named her for a reason.
Your journal did not fully burn.
You read it. How dare you?
You loved a woman. She died. You still carry the guilt. Is this why you tried to leave New Eden?
What? No, it was... She died long ago, and I'll talk of her no more.
She fears a reckoning. Let's give her one.
Look about you. You brought this curse upon yourselves. Falls to me to lift it.
The older sister's heart is withered. She'll never feel remorse. Let her pay.
She's hard as stone, too far gone.
Mumble all you want, I regret nothing. The curse struck, and I alone saw the danger. I acted.
And now 'tis I who must act.
You ruthlessly sacrificed the innocent to ensure your own survival.
How can I let you away with it?
To heal, Kate must be free of her sister's grip.
You mean to kill me? Then you're just like me. only more foolish.
You mean to kill her?
I mean to save her. A malignant spirit lives in Thickskin, Newsmith. And I will banish it.
I've no evil spirit. I've done nothing wrong.
Demon. Sprite. Evil spirit. I banish you. Great tormentor. I banish you. Kanilfa. Andri Snangi.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
My name were Rose, a flower. I became the pitiless thorn. But I did not make the world. It made me.
Red. Look.
Deborah! God spare me, no. Please, no, no.
The curse is lifted. Here, at least. I hope she'll be all right.
And you? Are you all right?
It's a while now since I've been all right. I'm determined. I'll have to do.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
No. Look at it.
You're thinking.
So are you.
Penny for your thoughts.
I was thinking of Kate. Of her horror when she saw the ghost. Of her pain when she lost her sister. She was desolate, and yet relieved, and terrified. I can't shake the picture.
According to her journal, Kate had had the courage to love a woman, but betrayed her. She must have meant this Deborah. Whoever this ghost is, her resentments extend beyond the Newsmiths. May her wounds heal well.
Sisterhood can be complicated.
You're not big on family, are you?
A family weaves its bonds in trust. If the trust is broken, the bonds wither.
Sounds like someone got hurt.
When I was very young, I had a friend. She was my chosen sister, and very dear to me. I opened my heart. It was a mistake. I played with fire and was burned.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. I have a new family now. I have found the love of my life.
I love you.
Always. Rest now. I have the watch. I'll sit by your bedside until I can hold you once again. No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other Banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time. I have a few breaths left yet, but yes, this is the twilight. Still, after the darkness comes the dawn.
You're dying.
Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender. Unconditionally. To each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled. But some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the void, you may use it to enter the nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
What is this void? If there's a place beneath the incarnate and the invisible, this is the first I've heard of it.
Now you have, and not before time. That's enough for now.
Is it safe? What will we find there?
Who knows what you'll find? It ebbs and flows, expands and contracts, twists and turns. But you won't find safety. In the void, safe has no meaning. Just know this. The moment you enter it, you must escape. In places, the void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
By the beach as I drowned, you sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers. The beast was its avatar. I'm sure it has others.
What are they exactly?
They are manifestations of her power. They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
Lives for a life. An expensive bargain.
I made a promise. I'll pay the price.
I do not judge the deal. I worry about the cost.
Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Wains, sent to die for their sultan's pride. It were like I was back in the Balkans.
You're you, and you're here with me, right now.
I don't feel like myself. This void. Is it hell? Like in the scriptures?
The scriptures? Whose scriptures?
It's just a... What if all the teachings of my youth were wrong? What if what we just saw is what awaits me for my sins? I became a banisher to help the living by ending the suffering of lingering ghosts, but we don't end their pain. We condemn them to an eternity of suffering. We curse them.
Rory, you are the kindest, most compassionate banisher I have ever met. Don't let an old god scare you into thinking otherwise.
This void is the work of no god. What if they come back? What if the souls I blamed come for me? They'd have every right.
The spirits of the living are consumed in the ritual. They're not coming back. All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right. How sure are we that the ritual will work?
Caleb's work was poor. Your work will be good. Cold feet?
No. Not now, not ever.
The ritual shall work, and all shall be well. I promise.
Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, wee Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual?
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I'd married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
How did Caleb treat you?
With adoration. I was an idol, worshipped, yet unloved. He was the sculptor and I was the statue, smiling down, unmoving from my pedestal with nothing to say. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth. Let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now. Caleb Watson, you're past saving. We can but grant you the mercy of oblivion.
But what about me? What about Ruth?
Ruth is free to go.
I shall have my rest now. Thank you.
I was winning. I was winning.
That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Our love story shall have a better ending. I shall be as I was before, as if I'd never gone away.
Aye. I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet in his name they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. "The devil walks among us," they said, "and you must save us, or we will find someone who will." This governor knew he could not save them, but he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken, secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
Hell's bells!
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Death to the dead.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, I'll try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can. Aren't you angry?
I'm more disgusted. Disgusted by what we saw down there. By the sins Fairfax Haskell committed in the name of his god. I hope they'll burn in hell. For that I hate myself.
Nothing can stand between us. Not even death.
Not even death.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were my own. I know her rage. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
You thought by becoming a banisher, you'd overcome your anger and fear.
I thought at least I'd gain control. I'm a big, bad banisher. I fear no ghost. I understand now that this control was but a mere illusion. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister, Ayomide, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend. I chose to call her my sister. That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Did you go looking for her? Was she near him? It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
It's so far beyond the realm of possibility you wouldn't believe it. No, she wasn't there. But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
The nightmare, perhaps?
I don't think so. The nightmare felt close. This felt like it came from further away. As if from a different realm of being altogether.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were family. Never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
No. Not even death.
Still angry?
Gloriously.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. go or stay, to prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me. You're too late, old mosshead, as ever. Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
Or she'll try to kill it.
Grief knows no rulebook.
When I returned from the war, I walked the wet streets of London for a long time. All I could feel was my heart digging a hole deep inside my chest. After what I had seen, what I had done, I just wanted the pain to stop. I wanted oblivion.
Your ghosts were killing you. They almost pushed you to insanity, but you pulled through.
I let myself be drowned. You're the one who pulled me out.
Poetic, if melancholic. What's going on, Red?
I feel lost. I can't even stand myself. I can barely stand to look at you. Something eats me from within, and it's growing. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared.
I scare me too. I am untethered from the world, but through you I still feel like myself. I cling to this. The closer we get to my return, the further from life I feel. I care nothing for the living. I only care for what I can take from them.
Do you feel that way about me too?
No, of course not.
What are we doing?
We're reclaiming our world. The only way we can.
Are you sure? This is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Yeah. She had power, purpose. She had love, and she still chose to leave. Maybe she's right.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
I want this. I want this, only real. I want to be with you in the flesh.
mines are set. No going back.
Thank you.
Thank me when you're back.
You're not a bad fellow to have around, you know.
Had your doubts, did you?
Don't get cocky. There's always more to learn. Key thing about a scourge?
Truly bloody angry.
But that's true of most spectres. A scourge will always seek a new physical body, often made of different materials. Very poor. Perhaps you'd prefer an easier question? On the nature of a ghost, perhaps?
Ghosts of unfinished business. And apparently that includes asking questions.
You may not know much, but you have the cheek. I'll give you that. I hope it's enough.
Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
Are you trying to charm me, lady? I warn you, she'll definitely work.
Release her! So I feel the light.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait.
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
Guilt eats you from the inside. You knew you should have braved the mines. You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I choose to die in the light. There is nothing in the pit but darkness.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stops rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Sebastian's sway over Helen is dangerous. If she takes charge, so does he. But Pennington is depraved and merits no saving. What's your thinking?
Though you and your pistol mean well, Mrs. Priest, you do not understand the power that guides you.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. You failed, Captain. As an officer. As a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs. How Marif, how Gunjo.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
When has a man seen and done too much? As a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done. So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you?
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Other innocents have paid the same price. I should know.
That's not what I meant, but I'm glad to hear your feelings on it. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented, though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea. Antea? I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You were not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
I am doing my best, my love. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well. As though I had not died. I'm dead. And I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all. But you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know. But it still felt that way.
Okay, shite. Look. I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I'm just trying to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time. And suddenly, you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
It must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
With that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
So, is it done?
I know all I need to know.
So you can help me?
Let's speak frankly, shall we?
Having caught you trying to steal her part of the map, your sister fled alone into the woods.
I weren't stealing it, I was just looking at it. Is it my fault she ran off into the forest?
I think it might be, friend, yes.
You lied to me. You knew why she'd left.
Aye. Sorry about that. Didn't want you to know about the treasure, see? She wanted to be rich. I just wanted to go home.
I said I'd help you, and I keep my word. You must face your sister one last time. Edith, show yourself.
Oh there, Daniel. Here I am. Dead because of you!
Banish her! Now, man, do it before she does something terrible.
End your mewling, you bag of shite! The Banisher knows that this is all your fault.
No, not mine. Your misadventure was your own.
All right, that's enough. If you can stop bickering for just a minute, perhaps we can get to the truth. With that, we may even have an ending. Edith went treasure hunting alone, aye. But only because she knew you, Daniel, would double-cross her. She was right.
You tried to steal the map, you antiquated rogue!
I didn't try to steal the map, you horrible old drudge. I just wanted to look at it. 'Twas you who sneaked off after the treasure alone.
You left me no choice, you meal-mouthed excuse for a man! And now I am dead.
Right. That's enough.
I've had enough of these two. Let's get it over with.
Edith, you went after the treasure alone. You had a wee accident. You can't hang it on Daniel here.
That's right.
Without your scheming, I'd not have braved the woods alone. Without your scheming, I'd yet be alive. You killed me!
You killed yourself, you stupid cow.
All right. We know enough. Let's end this. Daniel Keane, your greed and manipulation drove your sister to her death.
And what's it to you, anyway?
Oh, Danny, he's gonna make you pay. He's gonna make you pay big.
What? No. Not I.
You are what is holding Edith to this world. Without you, there is no haunting. Without you, everyone will be safe.
I wish I'd seen it. To have known a moment as a rich man before I go.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
I know who haunts you. Your ghost is the spirit of one Geoffrey Rawlings.
Oh Lord. I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was betrothed to your sister, right? But you opposed the union.
And what of it? She chose him over me. Why would he return to haunt me now?
You didn't like him. Did you let him die?
Do I look careless to you, sir? Yes. I stole a few months of Geoffrey Rawlings' life to save decades of my sister's.
mistook yourself for God. Though you'd sworn an oath to protect life, you delivered death.
I played God, for God did nothing. To save one you loved, you do the same.
The good lady doctor has a point.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your choices. Now it's my turn. Evelyn Fitcher, who swore to do no harm. Joffrey Rawlings placed his trust in you. You poisoned him.
Rawlings was sick, body and soul, and would have passed his illness on. What was I to do?
You went against your sister's wishes, against your own principles.
'Twas a life for a life, a trade, the balance equal. A life for a life.
I understand. I'm about to make the same trade.
To both of us, death was a remedy. But who shall judge you, Banisher, when judgment time has come?
No one move! Including you, Jed.
Thank God you're here, Mr. McRae.
Nobody bloody talk either. Until we sort this out.
What are you waiting for? Are you not gonna take care of that ghost?
Credence, you knew the postman was stabbed. How did you know it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I knew it. I never mentioned it.
Surely you did. You must have.
Credence, the Scudder boy.
The Scudder boy plays the fool. Plays us all for fools.
Sir, you have it wrong. I swear it.
Beloved feared he was like his father. You used that to manipulate him into joining the robbery. If caught, he would take the blame, but he failed. Beloved was not given to violence, so when he fled the scene, you followed the man and finished him off. You let Beloved believe himself guilty. The plan was yours, from start to finish. The dead man's blood is on your hands.
But I never... Well, wouldn't you? You're no angel. You're no sheriff, neither. So what are you gonna do about it?
Credence.
How? Oh, don't act the startled fawn, beloved. You're up to your neck in this, too.
Credence Scudder, you and your cousin are haunted by the ghost of your Uncle Jed. That ends now. Credence Scudder, a malignant manipulator. You killed a man in cold blood and tried to lay the murder on your cousin. With the least of your many mischiefs, you brought the tormented soul of an anguished father back from the dead.
Sir, please, please, sir. I beg of you. Pah!
That soft shite will work on me no more. Time to cut the bad from you. See what's left.
This is unfair. I deserve the world. A curse upon you.
Jay, don't listen to him. This is a misunderstanding.
You're to come clean, Paris.
What is going on here?
When the hummingbirds attacked, your people were sick. Smallpox, right?
Even dead, the squire cannot shut his mouth.
He knowingly sold your people disease-ridden blankets. When the pox did not kill you all, the mercenaries attacked. Only then did Paris disavow the plan. Until then, he'd been their partner.
If this is true, then the squire is lucky he's already dead. I need no banisher. The spirit of Squire Sincere Paris is mine.
I'm afraid right now it falls to us to end the story. Jane, you thirst for vengeance, but New Eden has enough ghosts. We don't need you making more of them.
Do what you will, but sell me no lies. For I see you, white man. Just one more greedy devil, making profit from our murder. A curse upon your name, Red McCraith. A curse upon your spirit. May your seed wither and your blackened heart burn.
Aye. Seems likely. I'll take no pleasure here, but I'll look you in the eye. I owe us both that much.
You bastard!
You and me both, Paris. You and me both.
Soon I will be with my loved ones, white man. And the blood on my hands will bring them joy.
More trouble?
He had another episode. Same as before. He's fine now. I gave him a drink, and this time, he took it.
Ishmael has history with liquor. Should you be offering him drink?
I'm the town drunk. What else am I supposed to do? Anyway, he's got a dry stick up his arse. It'd do him good to wet it.
'Tis liquor. I suspect you may be overestimating its medicinal qualities.
By dint of extensive experience, I am better placed to estimate the power of liquor than anyone. Besides, he always turns it down. Shame, really. Nothing like a sip or two to soothe a troubled soul.
Ishmael Law is haunted by the ghost of his wife. But even without her, this whole situation is a mess.
Time we all had a wee chat.
You too, Bess. Come on. It's time to show yourself.
Phoebe Walcott, this is Bess Law. Bess, you already know Phoebe.
Bess? My love? How? I thought I was dreaming. You were really here?
I was. I am now. And not for long. Please.
Oh, you're Bess. The Bess. His Bess. Ishmael is fine, don't worry. Or, well, he will be soon.
Ishmael has been drinking as much as you do. Liquor won't solve the problem here.
Of course it won't. But we'll have some fun while we wait to not solve anything.
You make him suffer, woman. And I cannot stand the pain.
Talk not to me about pain, lady. You know nothing of my pain.
Shut your mouth, Phoebe.
You shoot yours, if you can take the bottle from it.
Stop rattling each other's cages. It's time to bring this to a close. Phoebe Walcott, you used liquor to dull the pain of a tragic past. You can't have foreseen that it would cause a haunting. But it did. And I must end it.
I swear I never wanted to hurt anybody but myself.
I know.
To hell with it all and do it. If you're not going to give me one for the road, just get it over with. Wait for me, sweetie. Mama will be there soon.
What are you doing here?
I'll justify neither my comings nor my goings.
You might have to, school teacher. Marcy had visions. She heard voices. Did you know this?
Of course I knew. They scared her.
God sent a trial to test me, but he also sent me a guide. My brother, sir.
Did you not talk to Reverend Davenport? Or Haskell, maybe?
Why would I do such a thing when the Bible is clear? In visions, God reveals himself to the chosen few. My sister is one of them. I'd known all my life that Marcy was special. Here was the Lord's own proof.
You took advantage of Marcy's trust. You let her starve.
No, I did not trust him. I trusted God. The Lord spoke to me. He set his mark upon me. He chose me.
Stop your doubting now and gaze upon the face of an angel and glory in the work of the Lord. Behold your salvation.
Let's get this over with.
Hugh Batchelor, you're haunted by the ghost of your sister Marcy. But you, sir, are a dangerous fanatic.
A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition reject. You've had your admonitions. I reject you.
You drove your own sister to her death. Allow me to return the favor.
I hold fast the Lord's name and deny not my faith. Even when Marcy, his faithful martyr, was slain where Satan dwells. I hold fast. I hold fast! Wait, where are the gates? I hear no trumpets. I hear no trumpets. I trusted you.
With Hugh dead, Marcy can no longer feed on his essence. So why is she still here?
Maybe she's more attached to him than we thought. It's time to send our angel back to heaven. It was so romantic. Go on, say it.
The warmth in thy eyes, in the dark of the night. The sparkle in thy voice, in the depths of my heart.
Ah, I was right. It was terrible. And I still like it.
Oh there! Moira! Elizabeth! I wish to help you. Will you talk to me?
Be off with you, Scotsman.
Moira, I only wish to talk.
You shouldn't be here.
Nor should you, Elizabeth.
Who are you?
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. He is also the man I love.
How do you two... I don't understand.
A long story. As is yours, I'm sure.
Our predicaments are similar. Each only wants to protect the other.
Then walk from this house, never to return. Leave us be.
We could do that, but Moira will die.
How dare you? What do you want?
You have loved each other. A love so great not even death could tear it from you. But Elizabeth, you must realize that you are feeding on Moira's life to continue your own flicker of existence.
And what of you? Does the same truth not hold? Are you not hurting him by staying?
We find other ways for Antea to feed. Banishers, remember?
Show me how. That's your choice and I want the same.
It's not that simple. Us being Banishers is the only reason why Antea can be fed.
And it has its limits. What do you think, Elizabeth? Do you wish the haunting to endure?
Am I really killing her?
It will seem like you aren't at first, but she will wither slowly and then all at once.
Her life is a gift. I don't wish to hurt her. I can't do without her, not here, not anywhere.
There's a haunting here. We're ready to bring it to a close. Moira Tynan, I believe you'd do anything to bring your beloved back.
You're right. I would.
Well, here's the thing. I'd do the same for mine.
Wait. You can't. You can't mean to. Don't touch her.
I'm sorry.
Moira! I'll get you! I'll get you both!
Filth we must endure that our loved ones be sheltered. Oh, shame. Oh, woe.
Lucy Barrow? But... you're dead. I saw your body in the alehouse. The dead return, and you are most surely a witch, yes! Oh, this explains everything.
Oh, for the love of God, just stop your nonsense and explain what the hell you were doing in my alehouse.
I believe I'm the one who needs answers.
Oh, God! Oh, the world is ending, and the Lord must call us to him!
Go on then, Mr. Cottle. What were you doing in the alehouse when you found Lucy dead?
I'd not seen her in a moment. I was checking she was well.
You base strain hardy oaf, you'll not have what's mine. You were checking to make sure I was dead.
I was doing no such thing.
But you were, Mr. Cotto. You spent weeks harassing Lucy here for her recipe. You harangued her so much that in a moment of stress, she made a mistake and accidentally poisoned herself. For that, you are responsible.
Time to set the top on the right bottle, cockle, you dundering harasser. You dwindling failure, you sneaking thief.
I never meant to. I am none of those things. She had it coming. Devil worshipper, witch, selfish woman.
To work then. Let's do this, so it's done. Perry Cotto, you're haunted by the ghost of the alewife Lucy Barrow. You didn't kill her. That doesn't make you innocent.
I done nothing wrong.
You bullied her. And you spied on her. And threatened her. That seems wrong to me. You did those things, and she came back because of them. Because of you.
What else was I to do?
You could have left her alone.
It should not end like this. I should rise. I should rise.
Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
Life is a gift to be cherished. Sadness fades, joy returns, you can't throw it away.
I know, but what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me! Spare me my misery! I beg you, end it! End it now!
The woman knows what she wants. Be a good neighbor and give it to her.
This is your fate. It's your decision. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself.
Hepzibah Perkins, as you live and breathe, I know your past, and your future too. I've heard your request.
I see no other way.
There is always another way. But if this will prevent your damnation, I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. You seem a nice young man. I know how much this cost you. towards my end. And oh, and God bless you, Red McRae.
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave. I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending. Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No. But I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand. I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
What will you do? Banish me? Banish poor, sweet, innocent Abigail? Send us both into the darkness?
You know well enough, Antea, my child. There is no ascent for Abigail now. There's no escape from the likes of me. Unless I grant it. I offer you a trade. A bargain. Abigail's ghost for John. Give John his due, and Abigail is free.
John Rumble, a man of healthy appetite who says he loved his wife. When Abigail rejected you, he resented it. You took your anger out on her.
I just wanted my Abigail back. Dedicated and devoted as she used to be. The Lord be my witness. I failed to love her as she was. But I am no murderer.
In her misery, she was easy prey for the malignant spirit who now toys with you both. For those failings, you shall take the blame. Playtime is over.
Yes! Abigail is free. No, send my masters one more soul for the feast. Do it!
Not this one, demon. This one is ours.
What's this? You'd steal my prize. We had a deal. All the more reason to hate you, Antea Duarte. All the more reason to wait for you.
Prepare yourself, John.
You too will be judged, Red McCraith. You too will be weighed and measured.
Aye. I know.
The demon is gone. My husband too. At last.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
You knew you were infectious. You wished to harm her. 'Twas an attack. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you. You believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chats. Cotton Peabody, your vulgar, disrespectful lack of manners provoked your nurse's death. And yet, even dead, she remains devoted to nursing you back to health.
I'm not afraid of you, you rebel Scottish scumbucket. You'll not be the judge of me.
Even dead, she tries to save you. But you, sir, spit on her grave.
She's dead. Fix it, Banisher. Clean up the mess and banish her.
In any infection, there is, as they say, more than one way to draw the poison out. I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. A note. You told Priest exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. I followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right, it's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll,
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me.
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
The money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise. But you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I? A cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief. To keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this. Nathaniel Sather, you broke a promise to a dying man. The man who gave you everything. It brought the angry ghost of his widow back to haunt you.
What's this? What are you doing?
Someone has to pay the piper. May as well be you.
I, the shop boy, have paid the Banisher's bill.
McCraith, they tell me Ellen Priest is in charge. Her business ain't mine, as you know, but I suppose it might work out, if she can get some rest.
We could all use some rest, soldier. You'll have to wait. You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Where did you get that name?
From his ghost. It's important we talk about him. Joshua requests it himself.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
How do you know it? You've decided it must be so, because you can't move on.
Move on? I don't deserve to move on. I could have saved him and I didn't move on, my arse.
You shouldn't feel guilty about a death that was not your fault.
But I shot him. I shot him!
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
You took the medal though, didn't you?
I can't look at it. Bastard and thin has Josh's face on it. I don't deserve no pewter medal. I don't deserve nothing at all. I don't deserve to live. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
What is it with you people wanting to die? Deadly serious now. You sure this is what you want? You're in no doubt.
I'm certain. I can take it no more and do not want to.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Just as you could not speak, Joshua, I don't think he can hear you.
Sorry about this, Andrew. I wish it could have gone better for you.
The war left me injured. The wounds were invisible, but mortal just the same.
Oh shit! They were not mortal! You live! Help him! Andrew, listen to me! Listen to me! Why don't you answer?
I told you, he won't hear it. He's made his choice. Now we make ours.
Andrew White. You've faced death, soldier. More than once. You and he have shaken hands and he has tricked you. Yet rarely have I met a man so determined to walk into death's embrace.
I, Banisher, I have seen too many dead. Just one, and then no more.
You swore. You swore to help him!
We are helping him. We're freeing him of your curse. We're ending his haunting.
Calm yourself, my friend. I need the rest. I welcome it. Do it.
No!
Peaceful. I float free.
How goes it? I've brought your notebook. Your traps too. Good. Give them here. No. I'm keeping them. What the hell you say? It's a joke. I've also brought news. Flora Abbott is dead. Now that is a joke. Look, mate, I don't care about Flora Abbott. You should. Her ghost is haunting you. Want to know why? I know why. She hated me. I trocked with none of her strutting and wouldn't be twisted like that fool Pennington. She fled the fort so she'd never see you again. She could have killed you, you know. She chose not to. She chose not to because she knew she'd lose. She was a better shot than you. Quicker, too. She knew the terrain and knew your movements. She could have lain in wait as you went hunting, knowing you'd come by, and shot you as you passed. Any of this sound familiar, mate? No? Why would it? Drop the act. You killed Flora Abbott. I had nothing to do with it. And you won't prove otherwise. I don't need to prove it. I know. That's enough. And what if I had? I kill animals for a living. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, mate. I'm a living, breathing Englishman. What'll you do? Banish me? You do talk a lot of shite, Shepherd. Time you heard a home truth or three. Theodore Shepherd, you're haunted by the ghost of your victim. Let's face it, bully boy, you're a terrible human being. What would a Scotsman know about being human? You're making this very easy for me, Shepherd. This haunting is about to end. Banishers do protect the living from the dead, that's true. But sometimes we end it by blaming the living. Congratulations. I've never met a man who deserves blaming more than you. Wait. No. Hold there. I'm sorry. I apologize to the stupid bitch. I'm a good man. I made a mistake.
I made some mistakes.
Aye, you did. Allow me to introduce you to the consequences.
I see the pit. But where is the brimstone? Oh, shit.
In the fields outside Havana, the air is thick and hot this time of year. The downpour lasts for days. I used to lie on the grass, face to the sky, and let the rain wash over me. I'd come home soaked through, smelling of salt and dirt, and drove my mother insane. I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I miss it. I miss home.
What do you miss?
I miss our house. It was ever full. By day, the sick seeking my mother's cures. By night, our friends and neighbors for food and hot debate. We did not have much, but any who came hungry would be fed. My father was known for his ngombo. I miss it. And I miss the warm, clear sea. I don't know. I think maybe it would be nice to go back for a little while.
You told me you weren't one to put down roots.
Maybe I could with you. I think I'd like that.
I think I'd like that too.
Thank you for standing by my side through it all, for everything. Into the fray then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on.
I like your dog. What are you doing?
This is Aleja. She is a witch, and she is running away from the Spanish soldiers. She had a horse, but he died. He was an old friend.
Maybe we can build her a raft.
I'm Antea. What's your name?
To hell with that.
Was that an echo? In the void?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. Rory.
Tell me.
Calendra is here.
Your childhood friend is here.
What passed for my friend?
Right. We leave now. You explain later.
Look at you now. Look at you dead. Vain and foolish. And oh, the killing he has done for you. You're a poison to the goodness of your man's heart.
This thing was never human, Red. Don't indulge it.
Have you forgotten, Red? Just who you are?
Damn you. You want to play, Calendre? Fine. Let's play.
At last you visit Calendre. Your bestest friend.
We are not friends. And your name is not Calendre.
Perhaps I should name myself by what called me to you. Your weariness? Your solitude? Your arrogance?
I have just one question. Why me?
I heard your call. You are such a powerful soul. How could I not answer? How could I not come and play? The shining craving in your heart lit the way. All I had to do was follow. All I had to do was take.
You failed. I win.
Look at yourself, Antea. Look at the man you love. Look at what you've done to him. Is this victory?
What are you, exactly? What are you doing here in the void?
Because the woman you are killing for sent me here. Because she banished me. Tell me, Rory of the clan McGrath, when you realize you hardly know the woman you love, how does it feel to learn, after all these years together, these things she never deigned to tell you? These things that sit brooding at the very center of her soul.
My love for her is unconditional.
Yes, your bloodied hands tell the tale.
Why'd you lead us here? What do you want from us?
Don't humor it, Rory.
Careful now. The idea of tearing your precious little pet into pieces just became much more appealing. I'd hate for you to get hurt so fast while you try to save him. But, oh wait, you already did that, didn't you?
That's enough from both of you. You cannot play your old tricks with me, Calendre. I am stronger now. So much stronger.
Bold of you to claim for a very dead Banisher.
I was a little girl when we met. You used me, manipulated me, and made me believe that was love. However arrogant, however angry I was, you changed me, disfigured me. I abandoned my home. I fled from everything and everyone. I thought I had to be alone so that you could never happen again. For that, I forgive myself. But you, Calendre, no. You I do not forgive.
What will you do when you have sacrificed your lover's conscience so to reclaim your body? Will you forgive yourself then?
The souls we banish end up in the void. I know this now. I pity them. I pity you. I may have needed you then, but I don't need you now. Not for my own closure. Not for anything.
Antea, Antea. Such a clever girl. So good with words of power. Is that how you seduced your little pet here?
My name is Nezuko, and I am the relentless servant of the Queen of Kerr.
The hell?
Come, stay a while, stay forever.
That was something.
I never told you the full story. I'm sorry.
No need.
Please, let's get out of here. 'Tis strange to be back.
It's strange to sleep near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
And you can't bathe twice in the same river. It's not the same river and you're not the same man.
And yet nothing shall ever be the same again.
Aye. You'll come back changed. And you'll come back to find that I am changed.
Of course we'll have changed, but we'll be alive, with a lifetime of changing stretching out before us.
And we'll be together.
For better or worse.
Talk to me, Antea. I need to hear it. You need to say it.
That night in this room, I asked you for caution. I worried you'd act rashly, and you promised me you would not. Then you did it anyway.
I thought you'd gone to the meeting house without me.
I died to save you.
So that's why you returned. Resentment.
Yes. I was angry with you. The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying.
Antea, I'm truly sorry.
I know you are. But soon, I'll be back. Then we'll both bathe in this new river. Together.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did. What they do. I shatter yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back. That's all. Help us. Because we can help you.
No, you cannot. Enough. You are me, yet you oppose me. They murdered us. Make them pay. No. They do not deserve our rage, not these two. All deserve our wrath. They crushed the breath from us. You know this. You asked for this. Not anymore.
It's over. You have been heard. The truth is out.
No! Come back! Feed upon the pain, the treachery, the outrage! No more. It hurts. Behold my wrath!
Enough pain now. There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am retribution.
A word, an idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare!
You were.
You believe you've won? It will not be so easy. For I will end your dreams. Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death. The last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told. And we thank you for it. You are heard. And free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the lesser palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
From flesh to word. Word to heart.
Air to fire. Fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire.
fire to earth.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead. Antea.
Antea!
Liar.
What?
You swore on it. Rory McWraith. You swore you'd bring me back.
Step away, Banisher. That's not Antea.
How?
At our first meeting, I took your measure. I found you wanting. How I was right.
What the hell? Where's Antea?
You have failed her. Again.
Deborah! Enough games. Let them go. Let us go.
Hush, child! The adults are talking.
No! Leave her. She's innocent.
Innocence is another name for buried guilt.
She's not done with us. Not by a long way. Not for a long time. Find me. Find us.
Traitor, oathbreaker, rat! You forsook your one true love! For this you deserve a reward. The same reward over and over!
No! Let her go. Please! Let her go! I beg you, no! Take me instead! Let her go!
Cowardice, anger, treachery. This and more is the stuff of our tragedy. Zealotry, ignorance, hubris. The list of human failings is endless, and in this fertile soil grows all of our miseries. Though Antea and Red won many battles against a devious and relentless foe, right now, the war seems lost. For a nightmare is born of the darkest injustice and will brook no mercy. But hope remains. The curse may yet be lifted. Some brave soul may yet defy the nightmare that once was Deborah Comenius in the meeting house in New Eden. She awaits their return.
Let her go!
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
If they live, they win. All of them. Enough pain now. There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am Retribution.
A word. An idea. But who are you?
am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare!
You were.
You believe you've won? It will not be so easy. For I will haunt your dreams. Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death. The last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told, and we thank you for it. You are heard, and free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the lesser palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word, word to heart.
From flesh to word, word to heart.
Air to fire, fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire, fire to earth.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Antea.
Antea?
Bread. It won't. It won't.
You're back.
Thanks to you.
The curse is lifted.
Antea never fully recovered from the time when she was dead. And the things he'd done to bring her back had changed Red too. Some say you should fight for what you want. But some fights, I believe, are best lost. Battered by their ordeal at the hands of the nightmare, the lovers must rebuild from the wreckage. A new and stronger union. For better, or for worse. Now, far from the place where New Eden once stood, Red and Antea will renew their love. A shared interest will bind them once more. A taste for forbidden fruit.